Welcome everybody into this special live stream. As you guys enter right now live in the moment, or you watch this in the future, this will live on forever. Please consider hitting that thumbs up on your way in. That is always appreciated. And if you feel like it, go ahead and share this. If you're here in the moment, this is Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern. We plan on being on for about an hour tonight. So in case anybody's laying out their night, got to tell the wife, oh, man, I promise I'll be back. We got about an hour tonight and we'll be getting off of here. And this has been a long awaited, a long speculated, and so much excitement for this. Two great companies. One, Whiskey and Hardtack, that is no longer. Unbelievable impact on this community with the owners, Holly and Don, with their approach to the game, with their knowledge, with their standards. They are riding off into the sunset of retirement, taking on different roles, still around, still here, but no longer making, shipping, producing, dealing with returns, dealing with emails, or any other aspect of a company. And we have the Bearded Mack, a company that is beloved, amazing owners as well, with Chris and Eileen. And they have purchased some of the formulations of this company. We're going to go over that, including the different scent profiles, including some of the products. And we have a brand new scent, or a brand new carrier blend that is unveiling tonight. And the site is live right now. You guys will get all that information. We've got discounts tonight. We've got giveaways. We got a ton of stuff going on. And again, the plan is to be about 1 hour tonight so we can enjoy this. We can celebrate. I have a big day tomorrow with my Southeast Michigan beard meetup. We got about 33 guys scheduled right now to attend this meetup. So I'm so pumped for that. So if you guys are coming tomorrow, shout out to you guys. And yeah, we're going to get this party started. It's going to be a mix of hearing from the owners, getting information. I'll be kind of going through questions while just throughout sporadically tossing in some giveaways throughout the night. And we hope that you guys are excited for this. I know many of you have loved both sides of them, and it's almost like this dream baby of beard products that has come true. And everything, I mean everything, has a thorough reason behind it, whether it's a scent change or they kept this or not. And hopefully we will have a chance for some questions tonight, you guys. But if we are in the middle of going back and forth with dialogue, please don't feel like I'm ignoring any of your comments or questions. Just trying to pay respect to the flow of this live stream. And then we will likely have some time at the end. So please, everybody, drop a comment in the chat. Say what's up. Hit it up with each other, saying, how you doing, man? How's it going over there? And of course, shout out to the members that make this channel possible, this career possible. You guys are absolutely the foundation of this community. So thank you for everything. And I think it's about to be time to be live. Let's go blue, of course. And I think it's ready to have that welcome. I will put up at the banner at the bottom. Again, if you guys coming in, hit that thumbs up. I'm not going to say that a bunch tonight, so any reminders in the chat is always appreciated. And welcome, everybody. We have Dancy is your always discount code with the Bearded Mack. That is forever. Normally, it is 15% off, but tonight there is a slight boost with 20% off. And nothing that we're going to go over tonight, you guys, is anything that's like a flash sale or something that you have to worry about FOMO, the fear of missing out. This is permanent. These are here to stay. So please don't feel like there's any pressure to buy tonight. We don't ever want you to feel like that. It will be here. If you got to wait for a check, if you got to wait for a birthday, if you got to wait for a holiday, no pressure whatsoever. But we want to present the information to those of you that have been waiting, that have been excited, and are jumping on that site right now. So if we could get a round welcome, a round of applause. I don't even know the proper terms, but if we could just simply say hello and bring in the owners of the Bearded Mack, we have Chris and Eileen. Hey! How you guys doing?
We're doing great. How you doing, Dan? How's everybody doing?
Good. Yeah, we got no pressure at all, but you got about 222 people watching you guys right now, and analyzing every word you say. Just kidding. And we even have legends in the chat. We got people like Adam K making an appearance. I saw you said he had to get out of the woodwork to come back in. So awesome. And yeah, we're going to jump right into this. To begin, if you guys want to give any kind of background on yourselves, where you guys are located, the company, anything just real quick for people that don't know anything about the owners.
So we actually are from Phoenix, Arizona. In 2004, we moved to Northern Virginia, and we've been living here ever since. 2017, 18, Eileen made a passing suggestion to me that I should, look at starting a company. So, at the time, mentally, I wasn't prepared. But then early January 2019, I just said, I'm going to do it. I'm going to just put my effort and I'm going to go for it. Come December 14th, so I'm coming up on 3 years, we opened the Bearded Mack.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And similar story, the start of this channel, this entire thing that we have going on here was from a passing comment by my wife, Sam, who said, hey, I think you should start making videos. It's wild, the power of the women that are pushing all of these amazing things,
Strongly suggestion, yeah.
Awesome. Phoenix, and then is it, if I remember from, I remember Chris even before any company. I remember him as a commenter and somebody in the community, and had iconically the Arizona State, the trident as your emoji. Yeah. All right. Eileen, no?
No. Well, I went to the University of Arizona, which is a huge rival. So we always say we have rivals.
Yeah, we're house divided.
We're house divided.
That's a true rival. Well, we're a channel divided. The mayor is a Michigan State guy. I'm a Michigan guy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we've got the same thing. Yep. And I went to Michigan. One of the only other places I considered was Arizona State, by the way, but it did not win. It did not win there. So
I do recall you telling me that. Yeah, we've known each other well before I owned the company. Yeah. Right when you started, I remember you followed me on Instagram. I'm like, who's this Dan C guy? So I started watching your videos. Yeah.
Right from the very beginning. And we talked frequently. We would just comment about the products and the companies and everything. And then I remember you being like, yeah, I think I'm going to start this. And it's been really cool ever since. We've always stayed in touch and kept it going. So what we have today, guys, as you saw here, and we're going to break down all the details that you could ever imagine and wonder, and welcome everybody in here. I apologize that we won't be able to get super personal and say hello to everybody and answer all the questions. If you guys like that kind of feel, tune in on Monday nights, Command's Corner live stream, 9 p.m. Eastern. That one is much more dialed into the chat and try to get everybody going as we go through. And yeah, Gary, the owner of Alley Cats, also an Arizona State alum.
Yes, he is.
Yep.
And a Cardinals fan too, yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, man, there's a lot out there. So welcome everybody. And it is finally here. It is live. The time is now. And we're going to have a bunch of talking points and a bunch of stuff to go over. Hopefully Chris and Eileen have cleared their weekend, because I feel like they're going to be quite busy this weekend. No plans for you guys?
Well, I cleared tonight. Tomorrow, I actually forgot to take off tomorrow for my normal full-time job. So.
Sorry, Eileen.
We're good. We're good. We've got the kids to help us
I'll put Eileen and the dogs to work. Kids.
Yeah, for sure. So we got all these talking points. Anybody, we're going to talk about the acquisition of whiskey and Hardtack, so you guys can hear it straight from the owners. The new oils, the wash bars, the beard butters, the new scents. We're going to go over the Chicago comb. We're going to go over the new website. We got all that to go tonight. We're going to go over the new scent profiles. That was just a little peek there. Oh, okay. You're good. You're covered, Eileen. We have a University of Arizona alum in the chat.
I just saw that. That's right.
Go.
Yeah,
Bear
Dan,
down. That's right.
Dan, you can ban that guy.
Bear down.
It's even in his name, Lurch U of A.
Oh, I got you, yeah.
That is hilarious. That's hilarious. But we do have some giveaways tonight, and I want to make sure we get you guys this link right away so you can get signed up. If you guys are familiar with the channel, you know how this works. There's a link in the chat, also in the description at all times. And all you got to do is click that link, put your name, put your email address, make sure it's an accurate email address. And then essentially I have a winner's document that I've shared with this company, and they'll be reaching out to you guys to start the conversation for your name and your shipping address. But you want to make sure you have that email correctly. I've had a few people typing it in incorrectly recently. So if you're excited, this is kind of crazy. Believe this or not, we got about 100 people watching us right now, hopefully learning, hopefully going to enter some free giveaways that have not hit the thumbs up. If you could, just stop. Hit that, and over like literally 100. So hit that thumbs up, you guys. Show YouTube that you're enjoying this, you appreciate this, and hey, it's Friday night, all right? We get it going. So rules of the giveaway: put your name, put your email address, and then you got to be here and you got to be subscribed. The only other rule is if you see your name on the screen, you got to drop a comment. Simply say something like, "It's me, woohoo," right? And anything in there so we know that it's you. And we'll take a little peek at some of the giveaways that we have going tonight. We have a surprise oil for 2 different winners that are going to get this. We're not going to say what it is, but that surprise oil will be released on the Commands Corner live stream on 10/10. If you guys know me, you may put some clues together out there, but we're not going to say it. We're not going to say it out loud. But if you guys know me, it may not be so much of a it may not be so much of a surprise. So we're going to have 2 winners for that. We are going to have a solid beard wash bar, 3 of them for 1 winner. You guys are going to get 1 of each scent. That's going to be amazing. And then I believe this is we got 2 more. Oh, so 2 more here, an oil and butter or an oil and balm, winner's choice. And then we're going to have a triple pack of oils for the winner. You get to pick the three scents that you would like. So all of these are dropping tonight, you guys, for these giveaways. So stay tuned, be in the chat, be ready to go. It's going to be pretty cool. No purchase necessary. We just want to say thank you for joining the stream. The Bearded Mack appreciates all the patience, all the support, everything that you guys do. And shout out to Amy. Thank you. That's amazing. Amy, the unbearded roommate. She doesn't have a beard. She doesn't have a beard in her life, but she is roommates with 2 amazing community members and just loves beard stuff. So it's really cool here.
Welcome.
Yeah. All right. So we'll kick it off on that first point, and whichever one wants to talk, you guys can kind of ping pong it back and forth if you would like. But a lot of people are curious about this process and what it actually meant, right? A lot of people had heard from me in other places that Whiskey and Hardtack was going away, and in some way, some shape, some form, the Bearded Mack was taking some of that business. Go ahead and talk about the acquisition of Whiskey and Hardtack.
So
I remember that day exactly when we had talked about it.
Holly and I have been talking for a while, personally, talking business stuff, honestly, she just slid into my DMs one day and started talking to me about something. And then, I kind of knew I'd heard about Holly. So I kind of asked her a question about butters. And once you talk to Holly about something like that, it's like, you'll get, every little story. So,
yep.
At that point we were talking for a while, and then she kind of, stated that she was tired. She had a lot of, she had previous surgery. She kind of was looking at possibly closing down Whiskey and Hardtack, which I thought she was just joking with me,
Same here. I thought she was just venting and frustrated. Yeah. And I hadn't heard for like a month. And then when she came back to me, I'll be honest, I literally had a gut shot. I was like, oh my God, like this is real, real, real. And then I had to check myself. My big kind of revelation was when I left teaching, I remembered what it was like for people that were like sickened that I left teaching. And I was sick because of all the right reasons. I love Holly and Don. I love their products. I love what they brought to the community. And so for me, it was kind of and to be real, it was a selfish sickness, And I had teachers and parents and other people that kind of acted like that when I left teaching. So I was like, I can't do that. I got to support. I got to be happy for them. This is what they want. So yeah, like you're saying, Eileen, because like I'll never forget that day. That was absolutely.
Remember that day.
Yeah, she, I asked her kind of jokingly, I said, if you would do clothes, I'll buy your scents from you. And then from that point, it kind of tumbled, buying almost everything. I was going to actually buy everything, like a company name and all that. But I figured that the Bearded Mack name was strong enough to hold on to the Whiskey and Hardtack products. So, and we worked really hard to develop the Bearded Mack for the last several years. So, I wasn't quite ready to get rid of that, but yeah. So I told Eileen, and we thought about it for a weekend.
Literally, like, what was it, Thursday? And then we decided Sunday to just go ahead with it.
We're like, Holly, we're going to do it. Sign the paperwork. Let's do it.
I just had so much faith in Chris. I knew that this was the right move to do. I felt like we've been doing this for a couple of years. We've worked hard. We have a good reputation. We put a lot of hard work in the business. We're family owned. So really it's just Chris and I who make everything. And
that was a reason Holly mentioned to us as well, is that we are very similar to her family as well. Her family is involved in the business. Whereas, our son just turned 15, and I have him doing a bunch of stuff here now. He's learning little by little and getting better at crafts. So it's, our daughter folds boxes for us. So it's really a family owned business, and everything we do is right here in this little room in our basement. So
the whole basement now has transitioned from a place where they used to hang out. We had a couch and a bedroom for my mom when she would visit. It's all Bearded Mack now.
Yep.
Everything.
That's
a separate room just for me to make the wash bars.
We'll have to do a tour one day with just showing everybody the lab. And everything. That'd be great.
That would be great content, and I love that. I love that family aspect too, because that was one of the biggest things with me with leaving teaching was, hey, I can't tell my kids to chase your dreams, to go after it, to be an entrepreneur and not live it myself. And they started a YouTube channel for the fact that I could kind of teach them that there's more to this than what it seems. And you guys are showing them what it's like to be a business owner. You're showing them how you run a family-owned business. And I thought the same thing when Holly told me who it was going to be that was taking this acquisition. I thought, that's perfect. People, as you know, were fanatics about whiskey and hardtack, love whiskey and hardtack. So they were worried about who was going to take it on. And then when they heard that, the reputation, the customer service, the products of the Bearded Mack were so strong that I think it was like a relief. And everyone was like, okay, I think this can work. And I didn't even hear any pushback along the way, which is wild. Everybody was like, they're going to make it work. This is absolutely amazing. So that is so cool to hear about how the process worked and what happened in there. And in the chat, I have seen a couple questions, you guys. We are going to hopefully cover everything that I think you guys need to know. And then if there is some time at the end, we will open it up for a little bit more broad questions that are going to be out there. And since we have everybody in here, oh, that's awesome. We got a sibling in the house, I believe. Proud of my bro and sis. Very cool.
Oh, my brother,
Okay.
So,
my brother, Ryan.
Awesome, and welcome, especially.
That's Julie.
Oh, Julie.
Yeah, that's my sister. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Julie.
That's great.
Super cool. I think I have some of my family and friends in here too. I put it on my personal one because I think this is going to be a really exciting show, you guys, and keep this going. And to kind of kick that off and get all the good vibes and everything going here, let's go ahead and do our first giveaway of the night, everybody. We're going to give away a surprise oil.
Got it.
And this is going to be awesome. So in the chat, you guys have a link here. Make sure you have your name, make sure you have your email address, and all you need to do is if you see your name on your screen, comment. And what's going to be amazing is you got to be a subscriber to comment, and that's it. You guys will get reached out to, and we'll get this going. And again, we're going to answer, guys, all the scent questions, all the product questions. I promise we got you covered. We did a lot of planning to kind of thoroughly get this ready here. So hold on a bit, and we will give you probably more detail than you even realized that you needed or wanted to know. But let's go ahead and draw this first winner here. Random entry generator. And if you see your name, again, just drop a comment and we got you covered here to be able to reach out and get this victory. All right, so hyped for this. Me too, man. I've been waiting for this, so pumped for this, and been kind of following along every little step of the way, but it's been awesome. All right. If you see your name on the screen, guys, just drop a comment and please wait to congratulate them until we see their name. If they are not here, then you can't give it to them. So do we have in the building Brett M. Decker? Come on down. I'll drop a little tune while we wait. Are you out there, Mr. Brett M. Decker? And shout out to everybody in the chat right now. Brewer, that bearded guy, Brian, Gary Gizzard. And we got Andy, just Andy coming in here. Nice, man.
What's up, Andy?
We've got a lot of communities converging, which is so cool. We have like a competition shooting community. We've got a prospecting community. We have a beard community. All right, are they here? All right. Did I see a comment out there? All right,
looks like
where'd it go? Oh, Tap King, nice, he's here. All right, everybody, drop a congrats in the chat. You have won. Your information will be over to the Bearded Mack, and we'll make sure you guys get this all taken care of. Boom. Beautiful. All right, that's one down, guys. We have several more and all the information you could ever imagine here. All right, so next one, let's go ahead and we're going to talk first about the new oils. I have the blend up here. Let me hit you guys with this. This is one that everyone's been wondering and waiting on here. We're going to get to the scents in a bit, guys, dedicated scents, but the new oils first. Go ahead, and Chris, go ahead and people can read it on the screen, but go ahead and talk about the carriers if you just want to read them, and then go over your kind of rationale on why you went with these and what this carrier blend means to you.
So my first blend had 10 oils, and honestly, I couldn't grow with 10 oils. It was too much. So The rationale behind this new oil, which was 6 oils, was to use mainly from my original blend, but then also hit up meadow foam from the platinum line blend, which I've been kicking myself since the beginning, not using meadow foam in my original blend.
So good.
Yeah, it's amazing light oil, absorbs quickly. So I want to still have the uniqueness, with camellia, and I had to have the broccoli, obviously.
I mean, we're kind of known for that.
Yeah, broccoli man. But so that's it. I wanted to keep the consistency with my original blend. I wanted to make sure that there was no natural oil scent. My OG blend had a natural scent that I think made me have to use more fragrances, and I don't want to do that anymore. So I cut down a lot of the natural scent of my oils. Basically, I can't smell any natural scent personally.
No, I can't either. I have the natural Mack right in front of me, and I was smelling and smelling. I wore it. It was the first one I wore out of the blend because I wanted to get a real feel for it, and I don't have any smell. It's really well balanced. A couple of questions. FCO is fractionated coconut oil, and then the viscosity to me is because the Bearded Mack was one of the thinnest oils. Your normal line was one of the thinnest oils I've ever used. I would consider this still to be like a medium thin or even flirting with thin, but I think it's a slightly more viscous, a little bit more thick than the original blend. Would you agree with that?
Completely. I wanted this to be more towards the middle of the platinum and the original line. So I made it more towards the lighter to medium. That was my goal, was make it more towards the medium line or medium.
Awesome. Yeah, I would call it a medium light, and it's going to be one that I don't think anybody is adverse to, right? You have some people that love thick oils. You have some people that love thin oils, and then you have everybody that loves in the middle, at least in their rotation somewhere. And I do have to say, on Wednesday, I do videos on Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. Friday's a review, and I will have a Bearded Mack review on Friday for everybody out there. You can kind of bookmark that if you guys want to yeah, so if you guys want to get Sam's take on all of these scents and the whole rebranded stuff, Sam will be on there. She's excited, and it's been a cool part. Like, we'll talk about some of the scents and stuff, but like the Command Mac was a process, to get to the right scent, and Sam was the person. I don't make any choice on scent. I'm like, Sam, what about this? What about this? So it was really cool. But also a little bonus, and Chris and Eileen don't know about any of these things. Wednesday, I also have a new Carrier Oils 101 video, and it's on one of the oils in your blend that I have not covered yet. And I believe I've actually covered every single one except the other one that's left out. So for those of you that are fans of that series, Carrier Oils 101, brand new one on Wednesday. Super excited about that. It's kind of like a Bearded Mack week. Friday stream, Wednesday Carriers, and then Friday review. So that is awesome. But yeah, guys, medium light viscosity, absorbs super well, feels amazing. Everybody is going to really, really enjoy these ones. It's going to be so cool. Then Eileen, the wash bars, the solid beard wash bars. I received approximately 37,000 messages asking if these solid beard wash bars were going to be back. Go ahead and talk about the process, what you've learned, how much you love them, how much you hate making them.
This is her baby.
This is my baby. So when we acquired Holly's, I guess, recipes or formulas, I had mentioned to Chris that I wanted to be in charge of making the wash bars. I wanted that to be the thing that I do. So
how perfect that is.
Oh my gosh. So it's definitely, I take so much pride in it. I mean, it's helped me to really learn just how to put different ingredients together to make it. And it's helped me actually learn really how to make shampoo and how to make it into a wash bar. So
it's amazing. And for those of you out there that don't know what this is, and I had some questions like how long does it last? Super long. It has become my go-to. Essentially, I have a rotation of mainly like 3 main washes. LCW from Beard Octane, that will always be in my lineup. That's a gentle one. This is the most gentle wash that still cleans my beard. And when I use the solid beard wash bar days, I also use it on my head hair, and I just kind of keep one going. And how long does it last? It depends how much you use it. Depends how you store it. You want to make sure that
Ooh, sorry about
They
that.
heard about the beard wash bars. You want to make sure that you are storing it not in water. You want to have it on a soap saver from like Jason Esser or anywhere else that you can get a good one. And for this, it is essentially a beard wash that is dehydrated. It is getting rid of the liquid. It's getting rid of the plastic, right? So if you're an eco-friendly person, this is an amazing way to cut down. And by the way, too, for anybody out there eco-friendly, aluminum, which these tins are, is really the only real recyclable in the United States. And this is something that a lot of people don't realize. Our recycle facilities, they pay to get in aluminum. They will pay you to bring in aluminum. For anything else, for paper, plastic, and glass, they actually have to get government subsidies to be able to cover that because they don't make any money. And they actually turn away 90% of them, which hurts my heart because we take a lot of pride in recycling in our family and doing that. But it actually is, it's likely worse because what happens is they take that recycle, they have to drive to the recycle facility, and oftentimes, 9 out of 10 times, those right now, currently, those vehicles are being turned away to go back to the landfill. So the only thing that's happened is you add an extra trip. That's a whole nother story. But this is the most eco-friendly thing you could possibly have. No plastic, no water. It is just straight a dehydrated beard wash. And guys, it's amazing. You could use it every single day on your beard and not be worried about any damage. You're going to be smelling great. For people that work out, that have a dirty job like a mechanic and get the dirt and dust and everything in here, guys, this is the one to go with, the solid beard wash bar. And another one, let me raise you, if you travel, you want to go with this. So you don't have to worry about liquid busting out. You don't have to worry about TSA guidelines of 3.4 ounces in your travel case. This is an absolute, this term gets thrown around too often, but I would rival any other situation out there, an absolute game changer. Show me something that changes the game more than these. And kudos to Eileen. You know, Holly, of course, has been in the bath and body industry forever. Eileen came in, and it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. I have
I always spend. I mean, I've only been doing this for a few months, but I think Holly definitely gave me so many pointers, and she really laid out every step for me, and that helped me also. I'm a very visual learner, so I would just go right back to the instructions, and so I'm very proud of the wash bar. Very proud of it.
And these are not easy to do. I've actually been with Holly on these things for a while. Keeping them together so they don't break down when they get wet is a big challenge. And it even comes down to, like, we had tried to make one in a snake venom scent, and it had challenges because of the oils, the essential oils, breaking it down and not working. These will last you guys. These are absolutely amazing. And hey, we got to get real quick here, guys. It is time for a family picture. On the count of 3, we're going to say cheese because, we just left them, but we'll still get it going anyway. But we had 300 people in the chat at once. Let's go, baby. All right, so on the count of 3, everybody at home, get ready. Get your camera all, like, dusted off here. Get your hair ready. Vado, put on your pants, please. And everyone ready. On count of 3, let's get a little family picture going here, all right? 1, 2, 3. Cheese. Oh yeah, baby. Hey, shout out to Don out there. I see him in the chat. I hope that you're feeling better, Don. We got a few people with the Rona, the big C right now.
And Holly were under the weather.
Yep. Holly, Don, Gary's just recovering. Jay Cruz is recovering from. It's going wild right now. So yeah, stay safe out there, everybody. And on that note, we got some more products to talk about, but let's go ahead and do another giveaway. We'll come back to that surprise. Hey, I don't know if there's a better time to do a giveaway on this one. Let's go ahead and give away 3 of Eileen's babies here. We're going to give away 3 solid beard wash bars. I have all 3 of mine, at least the container somewhere, but 3 solid beard wash bars, you guys. 1 of each scent. Eileen, what are the 3 scents that you guys have the solid beard wash bars in?
So we have the Natural Mac, the Tropical Storm, and
Sleepwalker.
Oh, the Sleepwalker.
Yes. Love the Sleepwalker.
I don't know why that's my favorite. Like, I love that one. The scent.
If I could
amazing.
only, yeah, if I could only keep one for anybody that's out there, I would go natural. Not that these scents linger or anything to worry about there, but I just like it, just the no scent there. But if I had to go with another, I do love this. They're all amazing. They're all amazing. But I do love the Sleepwalker, which is so good, so relaxing. It's amazing. So this one is huge, you guys. Yeah, this one is huge. Boom. Go ahead and see in the chat now, guys, there is a link to put your name, to put your email address. And if you guys can help out anybody, if you see some questions out there, you guys know so much and are so amazing. The Beard Wash bars are not stripping. These are daily. These are gentle. They are really, really nice. Now, Chris, you guys have had different washes along the way. Are you still offering either of your previous liquid washes?
Yes, I'm going to offer the conditioner, shampoo, and daily wash, but they're all going to be unscented at this point.
Perfect. And the shampoo you speak of, you want to touch on that for a second?
The shampoo is more of a stripping style shampoo.
Yep.
Not like it's not going to strip everything, but it's definitely more stripping than the other ones.
Agreed. More clarifying.
That one was developed more for you use it once or twice a week, maybe, whereas the daily you can use more often. And this one here, you can use every day if you really want to. I mean, I want to give people some choices. So.
Yep. Perfect. And Brian, the website is up. It is live. There is a pinned comment. And guys, I don't even know if I maybe said it once, but DanC is your discount code. It is worth 20% off tonight. That is an affiliate that supports the channel and everything that I'm doing here. So thank you guys, everybody that's out there. Dan, my dad asks, how's the wash? Everyday gentle? Yeah, Jenny. They have a daily wash. That's a gentle one. That's a liquid form. And then they have the solid beard wash bars. And these are beautifully gentle, beautifully daily. Your dad could use that literally every day on his beard if he would like. It is awesome. And again, guys, shout out to you. I'm so happy that you get to join this special stream. You get to meet these owners and put a face to this American family company. I think that's really cool to be able to kind of associate. And that was one thing Holly was really good at, was getting herself out there, but not too much, just enough for people to be able to relate. And when you guys talk to somebody, the customer service is them. When you are putting an order and the shipping, the label, it's them. Like you actually are having the people in front of you that are making and producing all of these amazing products. All right.
Yeah, when I get messages at 1 o'clock in the morning, it's going to be me responding.
Yep. No, I hear that too. I scheduled a consultation the other day, and it was like the most humbling, like amazing comment of all time. The person said, "Is it actually going to be with DanC or someone on his team?" And I was like, "Oh my god." Oh my gosh, you think I have a team? Yeah, you think I have a team? That's so amazing. And the other greatest one was when someone was like dogging me and they're like, shame on you for peddling your Mountain Dew affiliate just to make money. I was like, oh my gosh, you think PepsiCo offered me an affiliate? That's amazing. Like, if you think they know I exist, like, that's so cool. So yes. All right, guys, if you see your name on the screen, please comment and please hold the congratulations until we see them. You guys did perfectly last time. Pretty amazing, guys. And I hope, Eileen and Chris, you guys let this sink in. You guys have 320 people here, to 319 at this moment, to see what you guys have created and worked on for months and months.
It's awesome.
That is so cool. So cool. All right. And let's go ahead here, guys, and we're going to hit scents in just a minute. So let's see if this person is here. Do we have in the chat, I like to have a little joke with his name, but do we have Brett Habercorn? Drop a comment, and I always like to say you can have Brett Habercorn and eat it too. Yeah, not a comedian, but working on it. And of course, we got to acknowledge, has the corn song made its way to your guys' house over there, the Max?
Oh my gosh. I know what he's talking about.
I listened to Korn like 25 years ago.
He means literally. Are you talking about literally the song about corn that you eat?
The little boy, yes.
Yeah, the one who says, "I like corn." Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, they essentially took this little kid, and all the people on TikTok are gonna know exactly. They took this little kid who did an interview about corn, and he just loves corn, and they made it into a song, and it's like stupidly addicting. Like it's so satisfying and so well done. So it's something. And again, a lot of people in the chat will know that. And if you have kids, there's no way your house avoids that one. So it just can't happen there.
Yeah, our kids are older.
Yeah. So we're going to touch on two things here. We are going to, yeah, true. That can be good and bad. But we're going to touch on two things here. One, Chris, you want to touch on the beard butters? What do we have? Have there been changes to the beard butters? What should people know about the Bearded Mack beard butters as of tonight?
We are going to be using the same formula that the Holly had. So they're going to be similar to the very, what's what I'm looking for? Heavier butters,
full body,
full body. That's it, full body. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Full bodied, very nourishing. Which in the texture, the reason why I wanted this formula so bad is I just love the texture of her butter. So
yeah, it's great, you guys. It's something that's going to deeply nourish your beard. It is firm and full bodied, but it's not tacky and sticky where it's going to pull your hairs out. It is a wonderful butter. You don't have to worry as much about it melting in transit, which is wonderful for both sides of the equation, from company to consumer. It is a fantastic butter. So if you guys are familiar with the butter, like Steven is right here, he says, that is awesome. Love the full body butter from Whiskey and Hardtack. More awesome news. We appreciate hearing that. So yeah, thank you so much. And Donald, we are going to hit you just right now with these new scents, and a couple of things here, you guys. All of the 8 scents that are going to be launching right now are going to be the year-round scents. These are here. You don't have to worry about this going away. You don't have to have any fear there. And also, we're going to go over why some of these changed, why some of them were removed. We know that there are scents you guys are wildly passionate about that are no longer here. Understand that there are challenges. There are things that are out of anybody's control, that just for the reason why this happened. So just something to consider there. It is a big thing. And our numbers keep growing, guys. This is crazy. This is bananas here. We got to get another family picture. Everyone, get ready here. Get everything all pretty. Chris, fix that part of your beard right now. I'm just kidding. I'll get. All right, guys. So get ready. A little family picture here. On the count of 3. Cheese. 1, 2, 3. Cheese. Okay. Everyone get ready for a complete breakdown of the scent lineup from the Bearded Mack, and I will go through and do this as we go through. And anybody out there with your messages, if you're asking if I see it or I missed you or anything, we're kind of respecting the conversation and the information here, so please understand nobody is ignoring you. Like Adam says, no more broccoli seed. They do have broccoli seed. So if you see the blend on the screen right now, camellia seed, fractionated coconut oil, meadow foam, broccoli, hemp, and castor. Amazing. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at all of our scents right here. If you guys want to snag a screenshot, this is information that you likely won't find anywhere else. This is going to be pretty cool. I will, let me see if this will let me do this pretty here. That's perfect. Okay, so we'll be off the screen for a second, and we're going to kind of break all these down. And again, to begin, guys, there is a natural Mack. So if you want to try this company and not worry about scents, the natural Mack is 100% unscented. I don't smell anything. Before, you could really know it was a Bearded Mack scent because it had that kind of pungent carrier blend. Whiskey and Hardtack, not so much. And this was more towards that not so much there. So the first one, I'll kind of tee this one up, then kick it over to Chris and Eileen, is the Command Mack. This is a play on the Command's Corner collaboration that was made with Whiskey and Hardtack in this channel, and specifically the live stream community here. And we wanted originally to have a scent profile that was, this is Command Mack, not the Corner. Sorry, I got ahead on that one.
I get those confused too.
Yeah, the Command Mack is a collaboration with the Bearded Mack on this one, and it has a profile of citrus, mint, ginger, lily, and vanilla. Now, there were some changes here, but for me, this is a wildly unique, bright cologne, and it's one of the ones I struggle to kind of describe and give just like a general term. So, Chris, you want to go ahead and touch on this, the changes, how you guys would describe it? Eileen, chip in there too to give any information. What would you like to say about the Command Mack?
I would say the new Command Mack it flows better, like I was explaining to you the other day. From the top, middle, and base notes, I feel like it flows a lot better. Whereas the original one, it had it hit you hard with the citrus. But this one doesn't have quite the bite, but it definitely has a little more floral. I can get earthiness. Do you get that as well?
Yeah, yep, 100%. And I love the floral that comes out of the update.
I wasn't sure about if you were gonna like this one, but then when I got the floral and I sent it to you, I'm like, I bet you he's really gonna enjoy this one because
Yeah,
I know
it is.
a lot of guys might are touchy about the floral, but it isn't like you have a rose in your nose, that kind of thing. It's
no, I agree entirely. It's not a feminine scent by any means. It's still a masculine cologne. It just kind of chilled out the bite a little bit would be the best way that I would say that. So yeah, guys, the Command Mac updated and better than ever. It is so good. Next one is the Mad Mac, and this is a slightly updated. This is a tobacco and bay leaf scent. What do you got for this one, Chris?
So this one was more of a cologne-esque type scent, with a pretty heavy bay leaf front, a little bit tobacco. Where I say now this one has a more even note tobacco bay leaf up front, and it still has the cologne background.
Yeah, yep, I agree. And this is a very manly scent. Like if you're like someone that wants something that's like screams like man to you, this is going to be one that's for you. Much more like man forward than the Command Mac or the Corner Mac. It is a man's scent. It is probably my least favorite out of the lineup, but just out of my preferences, just because it doesn't fit my preferences. So some of you will hear that and say, okay, I know I'm going to love it, because I have some people that have the opposite preferences of me, and that'll sell that real well there. So that's the Command Mac. Now, one of my all-time favorite scents, one of my favorite ones from the Bearded Mack before, is the Tropical Storm Mac. This is a very unique kind of, man, it really is just, it's a tropical storm. Mango, lime, ginger, mahogany, teakwood, tonka bean. What are your thoughts on that one?
I think similar to the Command Mac, this one fits that profile, whereas, you don't get that bite from the mango and the lime, but it kind of melds better up front. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep. It is. It's clean. It's real clean. It is. If anybody were to smell it and you didn't know anything about it, the first thing you would say is tropical. That's the way you describe this. It is tropical, which is so nice. I wear the absolute heck out of this one. And then a wild fan favorite. This one has its own like folklore with this. The Roaring 20s. This is a barbershop scent, a literal take on a barbershop. That is the bay rum, sweet tobacco, really that bay rum clean type of barbershop, not your talcum powder, not talc at all. It is that clean one. It's got some leather, some citrus, some vanilla. What do you got on the Roaring 20s?
So the Roaring 20s, first of all, that was my very first scent I ever did. That's like my baby. So that one had to, even though I had to have it changed, that one had to be part of the lineup. But to me, I get a little more powder in this one, but not the talcum powder. It's like the bay rum powder. But my literal take, I still get leather. I still get, a good dose of tobacco, especially in the back end.
Yep.
And a little bit of vanilla and a little bit of citrus. So, what my original idea was, I think it still hits the same, it's still the same.
Agreed. I don't know if you put them blindly in front of me, the old and the new, I don't know if I'd be able to tell you which one was which. They're so similar and so well done, and I'm glad because there's like a fandom behind barbershop scents. There's guys that's their profile, that's what they got to have, and there's so many of them like Gary there and Mo Texan, where it's like it's one of the greatest barbershop scents of all time. It's one that's so well done, and yeah, the labels are awesome too. We'll be able to touch on those likely in a little bit as well here, and then the Corner Mac. If I could give one recommendation. If I give one recommendation for you guys to try, the Corner Mac is my favorite, even more than the Command Mac. I love the Command Mac. I love the Tropical Storm Mac. But a spoiler for the review next week, Command Mac is my favorite. I could wear it every single day of my life. I would never get sick of it. I wore it to bed the other night. True story. Sam rolled over and goes, "Ooh, you smell good." I'm like, yes. And so that was awesome. Literal story. And the Command Mac is a sweet aquatic cologne. And we took a journey to get here. So essentially, if you guys don't know, the IFRA is the governing body of fragrances in the world, and different government agencies adopt their policy. They essentially say, you guys do all the work. We'll just listen to whatever you say. And the IFRA about 6 months ago had a massive update, the 49th Amendment. So they've changed their regulations 49 times. And it usually comes down to new science, new information coming out. And this one was the most drastic one ever. Some things were just absolutely slaughtered in the potency that they could be used, such as bergamot, which happens to be my favorite citrus scent in the world. My favorite citrus scent in the world. And so the Command Mac, or for the Corner Mac, got a huge hit. It was just not going to be able to be the same. And when we got the first sample of like trying to dupe it and make it, I'll be honest with you guys, behind the scenes, I said, nope, cannot sell this. I said, no, it is not the same whatsoever, cannot do it. And then with some help with Holly and then Eileen and Chris kind of working some magic out there, to me, it is spot on, maybe even an inch better. It is so good. If I could recommend something, if you guys like Vado, you like this bergamot, it is for you. It is a beautiful citrus cologne in all the best ways. I don't know if I left anything for you on that, but thoughts on the corner? Yeah, it's so good. Would you agree that's a pretty safe one to recommend as a first scent?
Yeah, I would say corner is probably the safest one. Yeah.
Yep. I love it, guys. Absolutely love that one. So Sweet Aquatic Cologne. All right, next one, Ravager. Same exact scent. This is one that came over from Whiskey and Hardtack. So if you guys are familiar with this one is it flirts with being a cologne, but like if I called it a cologne, it would be almost like lazy to call it that because it's like a natural bright cologne. It's got grapefruit, amber, oak, sage, tonka, patchouli. Grapefruit, I've become obsessed with the scent of grapefruit. Love with a passion. And there are some scary things in there like sage and patchouli. I don't know how, but I don't get those things coming through, right? I don't get those things coming through. So, man, it is so good. What are you guys' thoughts on the Ravager?
This is the first time I smelled the Ravager. I was like, what is this? I was confused. And I'm like, this is like one of the most mysterious, like complex scents that and I'm like the master of complex scents where I, have 50 different things going on. But yeah, I mean, this one, I like it so much now. Like every time I walk by anywhere that has Ravager, I have to stop and smell it because it's
so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good. And do you know what I mean? Where it's like it flirts with being a cologne, but it's not a traditional cologne.
Which would be kind of weird for me because people think of me as kind of like the unique cologne type guy. But yeah, right. I probably would have put Ravager. Like Corner, I would say more as a cologne base, whereas Ravager, you can actually pinpoint the amber and pinpoint the grapefruit.
Agreed. And then we have Gamblin', which is from Gamblin' Man from Whiskey and Hardtack. This is that oud-based scent. This is the version of the Holy Grail, the version of the Liquid Gold. It is your oud, manly, musky, dark cologne scent, but not strong and overbearing at all. Very, very calm. This is a scent that a lot of women that I know that have smelled it really, really love this one. Love with a passion. Would you guys agree with that on Gamblin' Man?
I think I smelled that many times and had you I say, wait, let me smell it again.
So I would say Gamblin' Man is probably closest to what I used to have Honorable Mac.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Similar, not quite as sweet, but when we redid Gamblin' Man, Holly said that it smells better. And when I smelled it, I'm like, wow, it smells better than the original Gamblin' Man.
Yeah.
So that's my opinion. So.
Yep. And then Sleepwalker, straightforward, so calming, so smooth, lavender, vanilla, coming over from Whiskey and Hardtack. It's not complex. It's not crazy, but man, it's just smooth.
It's so good.
It's just so good. Nice. I love it. I love it. If you shower at night, you use that Sleepwalker beard wash bar followed up with oil and butter. It is the perfect like sail away to go to bed that night. It really is, man. I could see that one being in like an oil diffuser and just spray like it's so nice out there. And yes, of course, you guys, there are a lot of scents that did not make it over because you can't have 20 cents. You can't scale with that. Some of them just weren't able to get back to where they were. Now I will say kind of a blanket answer. A lot of people are saying, is this one gone? Is this one gone forever? Any of this kind of stuff. There's always a chance for seasonal limited type releases. So just something to keep in the back of your mind. But is there anything, and without going too in depth or too crazy with it, anything that you want to touch on with the scents that didn't make it from either company?
Well, first I want to say Holly, really hit on with me because she was kind of my mentor and all that kind of stuff. This whole entire process is, I was working so much because I had so many scents, and I was too scared to get rid of scents that even though they weren't selling, because I know somebody might buy them. So I chose 8 scents, figured that'd be a great starting point for us. So, and a lot of the scents that we did lose is because they were no longer regulated. I could not make them any longer, unfortunately. And the thing with the whiskey and hardtack just happened to all come together at the same time, which honestly, it's lucky for us because I would have lost so many scents. I would have, a lot of the scents I have, like devoted, all that kind of stuff would have been gone. I couldn't make it anymore because the IFRA, I had IFRAs on them.
Give an example of the difference between
before. Like, for example, with IFRA, I used to use a component that had like a 40% IFRA regulated, and it dropped to like 0.4. So,
crazy.
That's, you can't, if I put 0.4 in a bottle of oil, you wouldn't be able to smell it. So,
yeah.
So unfortunately, I apologize to everybody that the scents aren't there. Some I will be bringing back at some point, but, I thought 8 would be a good starting point for us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think it's perfect.
That was tough. That was a tough one.
Yeah, I think we released Devoted with You on the Father's Day a couple years ago.
It was in, we made that for Chris's dad to remembrance of him, and
that was tough.
And that was a tough one. But I think from where we've come from with those changes, I think we've made a lot of really good. We have a lot of really good additions to the company.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm looking at some of the comments and I feel bad. Some folks are upset about.
I know. For me too. Trust me,
it does hurt. It's honestly
like losing a baby.
Keep them, but.
Yep. These are something that you birthed and raised and loved. Yeah, it really is.
And if you know me, I put a lot of time in making my scents where I could take, people know me. I do 100, 200 different samples of a scent before I finally hit it. So like Jamestown, easily I had to go through that like 4 or 5 different times. Put it down, bring it back. Put it down, bring it back. So that one really hurt too. So
which one was that one?
The Jamestown.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That was wildly popular, and we launched that on the channel. Yeah, I remember that yellow background thumbnail on the video and stuff with the arrow. Yep. And yes, Vado, the ostrich oil blend, the platinum line is gone as well. Again, just scalability and making it work. And Honorable Back, you said Gambling Man would be the closest.
Gambling Man is by far the closest to Honorable Mack.
Yep. I agree. And I'll kind of take this in a way. Gary says, what about the icebreaker? What about the ice menthol scent? And then somebody else said, ooh, the Icy Mac has a nice ring to it. That's super, super interesting. Something like something to really, really think about. And I don't know, but we do have another surprise oil to give away that's going to be released on Command's Corner on 10/10. We're not saying the name of that oil yet or what it is, but somebody is going to win it before we even get to that stream here. And so, yeah, I mean, if you look at the screen, we do have a surprise oil that'll be coming out on 10/10. So let me go ahead and grab the link, guys. We got another one of these surprise oils here. All you got to do is click the link, put your name, put your email address, and somebody is going to win this surprise oil. And guys, we will join. I know some of you came in late. We will go back over some of the key details in just a little bit here. Christmas time, Santa's beard. Yeah, 10/10 Command's Corner, guys. Put it on your calendars. We will be releasing a surprise, no hints given scent for you guys that I know you're gonna love with a passion, with an absolute passion that's out there. So does the win come with a non-disclosure agreement? Yeah, you might have to. You got an NDA that you got to sign for this, and there were NDAs in this process, by the way, everybody. So this was a real deal thing. Yep. Okay, so let's go ahead. Command's Corner. Thank you, Daniel C. I appreciate that, man. So if you guys see your name on the screen, you guys know the deal by now. Go ahead and drop a comment. Say something like, woohoo, it's me. I won. Yippee. Something like that to claim your mystery surprise. Nobody has any idea what scent profile this is going to be or the name is going to be. And let me just get rid of this. Oh, I forgot. I left Tyler's comment up by mistake. Sorry, guys. All right, so let's go ahead and see what we have here. And Chris, while we get this name up, I'll show this, and I got a question for you. Do we have Corey Smith? Corey Smith in the chat right now. Chris, lots of people are going to have questions for you guys after this stream, of course. Is there a preferred method for them to reach out to you guys?
For me, I mean, they can message me on Instagram, the Bearded Mack, or they can email me at info@thebeardedmack.com. I'm good either way.
Yeah, I'll be taking over the info to help Chris out. I'll be helping him with that. So it'll be either Chris or I will be answering the info emails, but for Instagram, he'll be the majority. He'll be the one who responds to all of them.
Awesome, guys. So feel free to reach out. They're really good with communication, really good with customer service. But do we have in the chat? Do we have Corey Smith in the building? And we may have our first one. You got to be here. And I don't see him when the time's not looking good there. This could be our first one, which just means it's good news for everybody else. So we'll give them a little countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. StreamYard delay. And oh no. Flushed down the toilet. Oh no. And speaking of that, I saw the Bearded Wolverine has his updated name, Bearded Maximus. I gave his beard that name. That's what I named his beard. And we have a special edition, everybody, of Beard Advice Live on Wednesday. And it is Name Your Beard edition, where you guys can send in pictures of your beard, and the mayor and myself are going to give your beard a name. So tune in Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern. We're going to have a little bit of fun with it, get a little bit silly, but hopefully a little bit theoretical and deep on it as well. Let's go ahead and see if our next winner, guys, you got to stay. Otherwise, you could get this unnamed, unhinted at scent. Do we have in the building? Wendell Center. Wendell, you out that? That's a good name. I don't see that too often. As a teacher for the previous 12 years, crazy to say, I didn't ever have a single Wendell. So welcome down, Wendell. Welcome on down. Thought Name My Beard was on Monday. No, Tony, that's going to be on, or maybe not Tony. Hey, Wendell's here. Everybody throw a congrats in the chat for Wendell. That is Beard Advice Live on Wednesday night. Nope, Monday is Command's Corner. That's always companies and releases and all of that fun jazz that's out there. All right, so let me go ahead and get Wendell's name over there. That is our last surprise oil, but we do have 2 more giveaways that we'll be doing tonight, you guys. We may be a tad past 9, but hey, we're having fun, and so that's all that matters there. And again, let's go ahead and show you guys some of the basics of what's going on here. We got a couple more talking points. We will be giving, that one is done. We will be giving away an oil and butter or an oil and balm combo, and then the last giveaway of the night is going to be 3 oils, your choice, as you go here for the win. So if you're hoping to get that, make sure you guys stay on point for that one. New carrier blend, different than the whiskey and hardtack blend, different than the Bearded Mack blend, but merging some of the babies, right? The metal foam seed oil, well known, kind of introduced to the community by whiskey and hardtack. Broccoli seed oil, well known, kind of introduced to the community by the Bearded Mack. Those are kind of the staples of the 2 companies. And then coming in here as they go through, hey, thank you, Gary. That's awesome. He said, Chris is 25 minutes away from me, so I'm coming to deliver a Gary hug. You can't run. Yeah, just give it 10. Just give it 10 days, though, Gary, all right? Give a little distance there. Feel better, but I think he is doing better, so that is a good thing as we go through. We have the solid beard wash bars that Eileen has taken on and mastered and loved this new aspect of the company. Cannot recommend those enough. We have the new scents. If you guys are just coming in, I'll go over here if you want to take a screenshot real quick of the new scents. And of course, all of these are up on the website, but I like this little digestible graphic that Bearded Mack was able to help out and get some information over. So if you guys want to take a screenshot there, that is awesome. And then our only other kind of talking points here, I'll let you guys touch on both of these. We have a new Chicago comb and the website that goes over there. If you guys want to hit on both those points.
So we actually brought over the mustache wax from Whiskey and Hardtack. So I figure, we can't have a mustache wax without an actual mustache comb, So we got a mustache comb, yeah.
Looks so good.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a little under 1 ounce. I tried to when I poured it, I tried to weigh it to 1 ounce, but it didn't hit it. So you know me, I try to be as legal as possible.
Yeah. It even says 0.95 on there. That is awesome. And how would you describe the mustache wax? This is the only product I did not try.
To me, I mean, it's a strong holding wax, very strong. And, my mustache doesn't really, I try to train it for months and months and months. It just doesn't want to work. But when I put that on, man, it's part of the Red Sea.
That's awesome. That is awesome. And real quick, the corner is not a solid wash bar. We have the Natural Mac, the Sleepwalker, and Tropical Storm. So those are going to be the three that are in the solid beard wash bars. So awesome mustache wax for people like Glenn and anybody else that likes the mustache styling out there. And then what about the website? What do you guys have there for what's going on with the new and improved Bearded Mack website?
Well, I mean, I guess I'll go back to, Holly mentoring me and, my website at the front page, I just had so much stuff there. And so I cut a lot of stuff back. I made it a lot cleaner. I just got these new pictures. Actually, I got them in last night, new lifestyle pictures. So if you click on the beard oils, you can see all the little pictures. But I wanted the site to be cleaner, more user-friendly, not having to go like 2 minutes to find stuff. I want it real simple, all right there.
Yep. And that's something I've been working on with a lot of companies and really cleaning up. And they did such a good job. They look so nice as they go through here. You got everything that you need, all the information. So make sure you guys check out that website. Of course, just browse through. It's a whole art. And one thing to know is they have up here they do have a free U.S. shipping threshold of $75. So if you guys want to reach that $75 after the discount before shipping, that is going to get you guys free shipping with your orders over $75. So if you want to try something and getting close to it, we just had that. We had to order something off of a website, and Sam was like, it's $7 for shipping, but if we spend 10 more, we get shipping free.
Yep,
So it's
I
like,
do the same
Yeah,
thing.
we do. Yeah.
I'm like, what can I buy? I
Yeah.
on the road, so I don't have to pay for shipping.
Exactly. She was like, do you need socks? Do you need anything? I was like, I don't know. I was like, do they have Pokemon cards? Can we try that?
That's right.
Yeah, we I don't even know what she ended up going with. And the butter did change. The Bearded Mack has essentially adopted the whiskey and hardtack butter. So it is now if you're comparing it to the Bearded Mack, it's more of a full body butter. It's something that's going to be really deeply nourishing, given a little bit of style and hold, but nothing that is going to be anything too solid. Talent, no. So I completely switch it up. You can follow the beard wash, the solid beard wash bar with conditioner or not. Today, I did not. I just went straight up with the wash, used it on my head hair, used it on my beard, but you can too. So today, literally no conditioner was needed, and it is awesome. If you guys are familiar with those whiskey and hardtack ones, it's so good. And we do have a lot of questions in the chat, so just to cover this one more time, the scents that didn't make it from either side is, can you guys hit on that? Is there any hope that some of them will come back, or should we just put them to bed and lay them to rest right now without getting into specifics? Because if we're looking at both sides, there's probably 10 cents that didn't make it all together. So any thoughts there on the sense that everyone's saying, hey, what about this one? What about this one? The floor is yours.
I can tell you that probably 2 or 3 more of my original scents will be back at some point.
There you go.
And the whiskey, I know I'm working on at least 2 or 3 as well that will be implemented. You know, I also want to say that we will have samples available in the near future.
I think there's a question.
Just waiting for labels at this point in time. So
yeah.
Awesome.
We will have samples of all 8 scents.
Awesome. And yeah, Tyler, the butters it's the same ingredients as the whiskey and hardtack, correct?
It's the exact same formula.
Yep. And so the feel is exactly the same too. And just to give you guys kind of a feel for it, it is a full body. It has what I call micro grit. It's not the like pellets that build up in your hand. You got to chase them around. It just has a texture to it. It's got that full bodiness. I love it. Yeah, I absolutely love it. And I can't find where to put the discount code. Do you guys want to run through that, what the process is of the checkout?
I think once you go to the checkout button, there should be a link. If he's on a cell phone, there should be a little drop down arrow. Put the code in the drop down arrow.
Yeah, so Jason, it'll be one of the last things that you do. You got to go through, you got to put all your information in, and then right towards the end, there will be a box that says like promo code, gift card, whatever it is, and then you'll put in Dan C, and you should get that 20% off. So that should be amazing. And then another good question that we didn't touch on, another thing that Whiskey and Hardtack was well known for, and of course people are going to ask, what about these soaps? Are you guys taking on any of the soaps? Are you offering your own soaps different? Anything about that not solid beard wash bars? Because that's not soap, guys. That's a wash, a shampoo. What about the actual soap bars?
So I could have bought her soap formula, but I chose not to make soap. I just didn't have the time to do it. So actually Holly got me in connection with one of her really close friends in Pennsylvania who's going to be making the Bearded Mack soaps. I have 6 different scents, not my scents, but 6 scents that I chose from her, and she's going to be making my soap. So it's going to be made by an American company, small batch, just like we are, and they're very similar to Holly's soaps. So
that's awesome.
I'm waiting for the labels for those as well, but once they come in, I think everybody's going to love them. I have different types of scents for those. So
awesome. And kind of final thing on and I love Jesus where you put the respect in here and the way that you approach this. Just understand that you had tough decisions, of course, but some of them were not possible. With these changes, they were just not going to be able to come over and have the true essence. So some of them weren't because they didn't make the cut or anything like that. It's just they simply were not possible to go through. So understand that. And yeah, Tenacious says, if I didn't have all these other products, I'd be buying. Yeah, guys, we're just putting that info out for you. This is here to stay. This is not a limited, and the discount code's 20. So if you guys want to try it, you want to stock up, you want to try something new, it's just a little extra help for you. But normally it's Dan C is equal to 15% off. So it's not like you're going to lose sleep at night thinking that you've missed some huge opportunity. We hope this is coming across in an informational way and no kind of pressure or expectations. This company's here for the long haul. They're not going anywhere. We've got Commands Corners coming up. We got new stuff coming up. So plenty of opportunities for you guys to try these things. Truly no pressure. And we love the respect and we love all the support and appreciation that you guys are putting out there. So you guys are amazing. It's such a cool approach with the community. And we got 2 more giveaways, then we will get out of here, everybody. We are going to drop a giveaway for an oil and butter, or if there's something like slightly wrong with you, you can go an oil and balm. I'm just kidding. There's balms. Balm lives matter too. I know out there. Chris, do you wear balm?
I haven't since I've been working at home remotely. I haven't worn balm. Only time I ever wore balm was when I had to go to court, like in-person court.
Yeah, just to lock it in.
And yeah, but generally I just oil and sometimes butter in the daytimes and butter at night times.
Awesome. And yeah, and I want to say thank you to you guys coming on here. I know it's not easy to stand in front of literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. And Brian says, I've never seen Chris, so it's cool to hear and support and learn this. I think it's I think it's huge, and that's why we did it on a special night, you guys. If you guys haven't picked up Mondays, I've never had anybody on. It's just me, just the chat, different vibes and energy, of course. So glad we can carve out this Friday evening for you guys and kind of get this shindig going here. So thing, everybody.
I'm so grateful for the support as well, like from the community and just from you as well. So it's great.
Awesome.
Yeah, we've got nothing but support. You know, I like you mentioned earlier, we thought we might get a little more backlash about, you know, the scents and stuff like that. But I'm glad people understand that, you know, we have to make tough decisions. And like we mentioned before, we're a family, so we can't have, like you said, 20 different scents. And and the room, we only have so much space. You know, we don't have a huge, you know, laboratory. And
no, that's awesome. Noah, there were 3 bars given, but it was just 1 winner. So the bars are all spoken for as we go through. And this is for a combo. Do we have Andy C in the building?
That's Andy.
Andy, how do you say his last name? Corson?
Corson, yeah.
Okay, nailed it. All right, Andy Corson, are you in the building? If so, you won a free combo out there. And Adam, super lover, supporter of the company. And I know you guys have had some great talks. He said, looking forward to all the new. That's so
cool.
It's
funny. 2 of the guys that I go to that are not, you know, influencer reviewers is Andy and Adam. It's funny they're both on the screen at the same time.
That's hilarious. That is hilarious. All right, Andy, congratulations. If you are out there, you have won, my friend. That is awesome, guys. Throw a congrats in the chat.
Yes,
we have the giveaway win here, and we still have one more one more giveaway that we'll be getting to in just a bit here. But kind of final stance, final thoughts, anything that you guys want to share with everybody about this new journey, any information you want out there, any perspective. It's just kind of like an open floor before we sail away here.
Anything? I mean,
you know, tonight is like a big stress relief off of us because, you know, this is pretty much a nonstop process, you know, for good 5-6 months now. You know, this feels so good to be able to just get out there and talk to the community and show everybody what we've been working on. And we definitely appreciate everybody's patience. So we thank you.
Yep. It's been fun. I haven't had to do the work like you guys have. So I've been able to enjoy the build of it and people messaging me and asking me. And I knew that this was going to be a big night because of so many things coming together. Like I said, the love of whiskey and hardtack, the love of the Bearded Mack, the excitement of it all coming together, the wonderings of what the blend, what scents are going to be, are they going to have the infamous beard wash bars and all that. So it is super, super cool. And I'm pumped because, like you said, this is kind of like a weight lifted, a hurdle that you guys got over. I'm pumped for the Bearded Mack to be back full force just in time for beard season. Everybody buckle. I saw some leaves changing, you guys. It is beard season around the corner.
I did the leaves the other day. That's right, I did. I remember when we first started the company and Chris would make stuff in our kitchen and it would just be him trying different formulas and scents and everything. And just to see where we've, you know, amazing.
Come a long way.
We've come a long way. We have come a very long way.
Yeah, it is so cool. But the one thing that has not changed is your relentless pursuit of doing it correctly, doing it the right way, making sure that it is legal, making sure that you are putting out the best product possible. That has been Chris day negative, not even day one.
Yeah,
that was
IFRA
the lead.
IFRA was really, when we found out about IFRA, I mean,
you hit the nail on the head with
very, very hard to sort of just swallow that and know, okay, we need to be compliant. It's very important we follow all the rules. The government, I mean, we never want to, you know, we want to always make sure we're staying within the guidelines. And so, you know, it was a hard pill to swallow when we knew we had to make some changes, but I think we're just very happy and really proud of the products we've put out.
I think Dan's word, relentless.
Relentless.
I think that speaks to me at volumes.
Yeah. I used to always say, where's Chris? Oh, he's in the basement.
Yeah.
Where is he? Oh, he's in the basement.
I never give up. Yeah.
So.
Yep. Yep, and doing it the right way is so important. I had a video on Wednesday, and there's going to be more regulations. There's going to be more involvement. So if you're taking care of business, you should welcome it. You should encourage it. It's a good thing. And before this final giveaway, I'll give my recommendation. Everyone always like, what's your go-to? If I had to start with anyone, it would be the Corner Mack. That is that Commands Corner recommendation. You really can't go wrong. Go with the profile you think fits what you like the most. Go with that bad boy, but the Corner Mack, I can't imagine anybody dislike. I really can't. I can't see anybody saying, oh, I don't like that one. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's such a good scent. My wife loves it. My kids love it. So it is really, really awesome. And thank you guys for the kind words, Leo. That is what we were hoping for. He said, wonderful introduction to your revamped company. Best wishes. And it would not have been the same or possible if you guys weren't here to give that real info, that behind the scenes touch, and put a personality to it. Man, that is awesome. Ooh, I think Brian's right there. What about a Relentless Mack scent? That's not bad. That's not
well,
bad.
I remember when I met Chris in 2002?
Yeah.
2002. And we're just about to hit 18 years marriage in November. So.
Oh, congrats.
We started a tiny, just us. And now we've built this just huge. It's just crazy to see.
That is awesome.
Everything.
Awesome. I'm assuming until midnight Eastern tonight.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep.
Yep. Unless he falls asleep, you never know. Sometimes he falls asleep and it stays till the morning. So yeah.
If people are on the website, I leave it open. I don't really worry about that.
I know we've had some folks like from Hawaii that have ordered and they missed out, and we've just kept it open for them. So
shout out to Ken out in Hawaii. He's a big fan.
He's a teacher in Hawaii.
Yep. So awesome, guys. Let's go ahead and the Relentless Mack would be the scent of blood, sweat, and tears.
You should write that down.
Yeah, I'm gonna write that down.
Jason. That's right.
I always take names and write them down. I have like a list of like 100 names. So
that's hilarious. That is, I like it. And we've talked about this at length before, but it's just your company theme and naming just lends itself so well to naming scents. And it's just, so well done here. And the viscosity is a medium light viscosity. Yep. So medium light viscosity. It's a little bit thicker than the Bearded Mack. It's a little bit thinner than Whiskey and Hardtack, kind of met right in the middle. I would say is the best way to be able to go through this. And so we are giving away a triple pack right now. Do you guys have the availability for a triple pack on the website, or is this just like a giveaway exclusive?
This is a giveaway exclusive, but I do plan on, having the triple pack back on the website at some point.
Okay. Awesome. All right, guys. I will draw this. If you see your name on the screen, please drop a timely comment, a timely comment here, and go ahead and collect your winnings. I believe this person is here. Awesome. I can't wait for them to be able to try this one out. Awesome supporter of the community. Do we have Fern, also known as Fernando Hernandez? I will let him comment his name. I never watched it with anybody, but I know who this is. I know many know who this is as well. We'll see if they are in the building. Fern Hernandez. Me and Sam got in an argument or a debate. We won't say argument. We got in a debate about ferns recently. She told me it was a tree. I said, you're a gosh dang liar. It is not a tree. I said, it's a small shrub that's like a weed. Yeah, so we got a full out debate about ferns. Mr. Votto, congratulations. You have won, sir. The Bearded Votto. He supports. So he supports everybody. Works in the education system. Just an amazing person and friend of mine. So I'm glad that he was able to get this one. You guys, if you won tonight, that you'll be reached out to by the Bearded Mack. So with that email, make sure you keep an eye out for that. Give them a little bit of time. You don't know how long it'll take to get there, but it will be coming. Dan C is worth 20% off. It is here. If you guys have questions, please reach out to me anytime. I know this stuff pretty thoroughly. And then if you want to reach out to the Bearded Mack Instagram or their email, which is info@thebeardedmack.com.
Yep.
Nailed it. All right, guys. Finally, I'll let you guys kind of say the last goodbyes and words here to all these people that came to support you and show all that love on the stream. And I do encourage you to go back and watch it and have the live chat on so you can see all these comments that are impossible to catch in the moment, but so many amazing supportive comments to you guys.
I did miss a lot of comments. I will go back and watch it.
Yeah.
What's crazy to me is, I try to build relationships with customers or other beard owners. We always communicate, and you know, I must have seen at least 10 to 12 different owners of companies in the chat, which, you know,
a lot of support is great.
Over 300 people. It's really humbling. You know, it feels like all the work we've been putting in the last couple of years or couple months, you know, has really paid off. And, you know, I don't plan on changing. We don't plan on changing, and we're full speed ahead for us.
Yeah. And you guys are amazing. Keep it up, Eileen. Keep crushing the solid beard wash bars. Keep crushing the customer service
Oh my gosh.
and
Yes,
everything.
they're my babies
She
now.
loves talking about the beard
I do.
wash
I
bars.
love talking about them. I have so much pride in how I make them.
They're one of my favorite products in the entire world. So it's so cool. So thank you to both of you. Thank you to your friends and family that are in the chat that came to check out the channel. Thank you to the subscribers, my friends and family out there. I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend. The mayor will be live on this channel on Sunday night on a show called Beyond Bearded. So I encourage you guys to check that one out. Other than that, I'll see some, and thank you to any of the new members like Tyler out there. But I'll see some of you tomorrow, like Tyler from Michigan and Jay the Bearded Wolverine and so many others at the Beard Meetup tomorrow. Stay tuned for some content, some videos coming out. Yeah, man, it's amazing. I appreciate all of you, and we're about to get out of here, guys. So please, as always, stay bearded, stay positive.